Berawal dari komentar ini di salah satu video aku, akhirnya kita collab guys. Jadi ini pertama kali kita ketemu.
Comel, apa tuh? You speak like a Singaporean.
Oh really?
You don't sound Korean at all.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Aku Saligo, your favorite Cindo girl. Hari ini aku kedatangan bintang tamu spesial, yaitu adalah salah satu orang Korea yang adalah YouTuber juga. Dia lagi tinggal di Singapura. Menarik banget nih, dia bisa 5 bahasa guys. Dan kita akan tanya-tanya dia gimana caranya dia bisa belajar 5 bahasa. Oke, langsung aja kita.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
네, 인사해 주세요.
Hai semua, nama saya Lang Opa dari Korea. Saya sekarang tinggal di Singapura. Saya sebenarnya duduk di Malaysia selama setahun sebagai exchange student before. So yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
Yay, thank you for being here.
Ya, today hari ini kita akan bicaranya rojak. So, I'll try to speak a little bit of bahasa Melayu, a little bit of English, Singlish.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we mixed everything together.
And
Yeah.
Korean.
I'm still learning. 배우고 있어요. 네, 너무 어려워요.
I really so surprised because your pronunciation is so good. It sounds very almost like
그거만 잘해요.
that's very important thing.
Sebelumnya, previously I never really speak bahasa Melayu in my channel, and really, jadi banyak kawan-kawan dari Malaysia semua pada komentar, right? They ask, boleh cakap bahasa Melayu, like bahasa Melayu challenge, atau invite YouTubers dari Malaysia cakap bahasa Melayu macam tu. And I'm like, oh, my Malay is not good. And I keep postponing it. Indonesian and Malaysian, I mean the language are they're a little bit similar, but also they're a little bit different. Tadi saya cakap intro tu, you boleh dengar tak? Boleh faham tak?
Boleh. Tapi
boleh ya?
Ya, tentu saja boleh. Tapi sikit-sikit mungkin tak apa. Tapi boleh lah.
Saya dengar tuh dari kawan-kawan saya ke Malaysia, mereka bilang bahwa Indonesian kami tuh cakap bahasa macam lebih cepat, faster.
Betul ke? Tapi saya fikir banyak orang Malaysia waktu mereka cakap dalam bahasa Melayu sangat cepat untuk saya. Macam cepat.
한국 사람, I think 더 빨라요. They speak so fast.
Yeah,
so fast.
Bahasa Indonesia sounds like a bit slower and have many like R sound.
Yeah. You can actually pronounce the R.
Yeah, a bit not too cepat.
I don't know. Have you been to Indonesia before?
Satu kali Jakarta, Bandung, dan Yogyakarta.
You've been here before.
Untuk jumpa kawan-kawan saya dari Indonesia juga ada.
Okay.
Waktu itu saya datang ke Indonesia. Bila saya jumpa kawan dari Indonesia, mereka cakap, apa? Macam pronunciation like bahasa Melayu. Wow, how come you speak bahasa Melayu?
Bagaimana awal mula belajar bahasa? Banyak bahasa.
Banyak bahasa, bukan satu saja. I was like kind of very fascinated to communicate with foreigners in their language, like Japanese at the first. Also very fascinated to learn about Mandarin, and then I think for the Malay, bahasa Melayu, I studied in Malaysia for a year as an exchange student, and then actually at the time I supposed to learn English in there. Yeah, but you know the outside everybody speak the bahasa Melayu, and then when I taking a taxi or when I having a food in Mama, so very naturally.
I miss Mama.
Yeah, me too.
Naturally. Your pronunciation is pretty good for Singlish one, Malaysian one. They're pretty great. Have you ever, I don't know, is it just me or like people who can speak several languages, they do this sometimes. In their head, ada banyak languages, and then sometimes you don't know which one to speak, and then sometimes it comes out as in all together.
Yeah, betul.
betul.
I think now sekarang saya tinggal di Singapura, I have to communicate with the local, but some people like Malay Singaporean, and some people like Indian Singaporean. So I was like, why I'm speaking in English. Sometimes I use the bahasa Melayu perkataan juga. Sometimes like, using the Mandarin, the words.
Respect, yeah.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, it's like
That's so good.
现在你要吃马干吗 something like that.
简单的事情我也可以说，但是我觉得我的 it's like intonation 不太好
其实可以啊，我觉得你的发音 OK 啊。
So I learned Mandarin a little bit when I was young. My parents forced me to learn.
Because your parents can speak Mandarin.
No.
Oh, not really?
No. Yeah, my parents they speak of course bahasa and Chinese dialects. Tapi dia punya dialect tuh macam a little bit different. Kat Indonesia, kat Malaysia, kat Singapore sometimes a little bit different. So because I think Indonesians they mix already, campur dengan bahasa Indonesia terlalu banyak. So kata serapannya tuh macam it's not original anymore.
Paham. Macam sangat berbeza daripada Mandarin, kan?
Ya, berbeza. Sangat. You boleh dengar juga, boleh paham.
No, tak boleh.
Oh, tak boleh. I thought you also can understand. Mandarin saja. That's already so good.
What's the main language?
Bahasa.
Bahasa, definitely bahasa, right?
Yeah, bahasa Indonesia, okay. Definitely.
Normally, in Korean family, we only speak dalam bahasa Korea juga, sahaja. So jadi, when I look at the Malaysia or especially Malaysia and Singapore, and I think the Indonesia as well, they speak more than 2 or 3 languages at home. So this is kind of very interesting to me.
Sejak saya tinggal, benar kan?
Ya, betul.
Sejak saya tinggal, I'm so sorry. Sejak saya tinggal, because sometimes the words are different, I don't know which one to use. Yeah, Malay and Indonesian. Yeah. That's why I tak pasti bicara bahasa Melayu. Okay, anyway, sejak saya tinggal kat Malaysia dalam masa 4 tahun last time, saya baru tahu bahwa most people here speak different languages.
Yeah, betul.
Because in Indonesia, I think it's not like that.
When I travel in Indonesia, at that time I just learned bahasa Melayu, and I thought I was able to speaking in bahasa Melayu with Indonesian people there. So I saw one very sangat comel anak. Budak. Oh, budak. Oh, sangat comelnya. And then they said,
comel. Apa tuh?
Yeah, comel. So, kenapa comel? Maksudnya the cute, pretty, kan? But they said, no. It's like kind of, they said talkative. Betul ke?
Kita tuh tak guna comel. Tak guna kata comel. Have you ever heard your Indonesian friends from Jakarta speaking in bahasa?
Yeah, well, of course. Bahasa Indonesia ini macam dengar, ini apa ya? Ini ya. Saya mau makan makanan ini ya. Something like that. Sounds like a bit. I'm sorry, minta. I know I'm not good.
Kami cakap dengan gua lu a lot of the time. Aku, kamu, only in Jakarta though. It's like most people here say gua for I, for me, and then for you it's like lu. It's like gua mau kesini, lu mau ikut gak? Something like. I think it's derived from Hokkien. I think.
Really?
Wala. I think. Yeah. Menariknya. Tapi sejak saya duduk ke Malaysia tuh saya jarang guna gua lu. So saya datang balik ke Jakarta, saya cakap macam bukan orang Jakarta. Because gua lu is a little bit, I won't say offensive, but you only say that with your peers. Kepada teman saja.
Oh.
Your age. Yeah.
Kind of like that.
And that makes it, 그거 makes it hard for me to learn Korean. 얼마나 오랫동안 배우기 시작했어요?
Oke, sebenarnya saya sudah cakap saya sudah tinggal di Malaysia selama setahun. Tapi
you speak like a Singaporean.
Oh really?
You don't sound Korean at all.
Yeah, I know.
Sangat Singaporean.
Yeah. And yeah.
Camouflage. That's good.
Even my English is becoming Singlish.
Wait, okay. I want to ask kat Singapura sana, banyak orang kira you orang loko atau orang luar?
You know that in Singapore, everybody wear a mask.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I think he is like a Chinese, and I try to speak Mandarin, and definitely he can Korean or Malaysian. But if I say, oh, actually, 我是韩国人。我以为你是韩国人，你怎么讲话的好厉害呀 ？Something like that.
어떡해요?
네,这样。그래서, and then definitely when I speak bahasa Melayu, they think definitely I'm orang Singapura juga. I already local here.
Karena saya juga dianggap macam orang loko. Sama Malaysia sana. They won't think I'm from Indonesia. Okay, anyway, we're back to the question.
Yeah.
How long have you been learning? 얼마나 오랫동안?
얼마나 오랫동안?
네.
saya pikir selama setahun lah.
Cukup muda.
Muda. But juga
tak ada macam weird grammar, tak ada macam weird structure. It's like cakap je.
Yeah. Now I'm learning about like you know the no. Jadi juga ada menjadi. Like there's a moon.
Imbuhan.
Imbuhan. Ya, betul. Juga ada like bekerja.
Yeah.
And then bercakap. Like imbuhan, that part.
Yeah, imbuhan.
Yeah, the imbuhan part is sedikit susah. Because you know you're learning Korean, so in Korean it's like imbuhan kind of thing.
You guys don't have it. Yeah, you guys don't have it.
Yeah.
It's like other things are like a lot more to learn. Like I mentioned, politeness level, endings, heyo, 했어요, something like that, past, future. That one is in English, so it's I mean similar in English, so it's okay. Ada pesan-kesan apa yang you nak sampaikan kepada viewers? Boleh cakap dalam bahasa Melayu?
Okay.
Or Singlish also can.
Saya sangat gembira bertemu YouTubers seri daripada Indonesia, and terima kasih banyak-banyak invite me here. Sangat happy to speak in so many languages, bahasa Melayu and English and Korean. So maybe if you kalau korang suka video ini, saya nak berkongsi banyak-banyak episode or like macam saya bahasa bagaimana boleh banyak-banyak. So that's all. I think I'm so 갑자기
It's okay. 잘했어요. Okay.
Kalau kalian yang nonton ini suka dengan
video. Oh my god, I can't speak now. I can't even speak in my own language.
Oke guys, kalau kalian suka video kayak gini, jangan lupa buat like, subscribe, dan jangan lupa juga buat visit channelnya Oppa Korea, oke? Jangan lupa, aku bakalan kasih linknya di deskripsi di bawah. Oke, jangan lupa buat share ke teman-teman kalian juga, dan makasih banyak udah nonton. Bye, see you guys on my next video.
Jumpa lagi.
Jumpa lagi.